Hello everyone, thank you very much for attending my webinar on Savanna Private Game Reserve. Many of you will know this lodge incredibly well. It's been established and running for over 25 years with many progressions and changes over those years to become the 5-star lodge with the incredible reputation that it has today. But we have made some changes in the last few months, and I thought you might be quite interested to hear about them and see some new images. It looks really, really great. We closed it for 6 weeks over May, June time, added new plunge pools and the photography, I think you'll agree, looks really good and fresh, and we've got some new things to show you and new things that you can share with your clients as well. So I will go through the sort of background stuff about access and things for those people that don't know about it and haven't visited the lodge before. So we'll go on to the first slide, which just shows where Savanna is in the western sector of the Savi Sands. Now we've got 10,000 hectares of traversing rights here. Many of you will know that I also do the marketing for Delini Private Game Reserve, and that's just a bit further north in the western sector, but just north of Savanna. So they traverse in the same area. So it gives you plenty of variety. There's a Savanna land at the bottom where Savanna is, which makes sense. And then the river which runs through it, that western sector in the north, which is the Sand River. And so it's got beautiful viewing up there and lovely game viewing with masses of different species and variety. So access is either to Skukuza Airport, Nelspruit Airport. It's about an hour and a quarter from Skukuza, an hour and 3/4 from Nelspruit Airport, and then also the option to fly into Ulasaba with Federal Air, which is the more expensive option, but it is the more direct and the easiest way to get in. People can also self-drive through into Newington Gate and then leave their vehicles at Savanna and then come on our game drives. So it's very easy from Newington Gate. So plenty of options, and it's incredibly accessible. So this is rather an old map of Savanna because, as I said, we've added some plunge pools, but in essence it's what you need to know is we have got 4 luxury suites, which you can see on the left hand side there. They now have, those are the ones which have got the new plunge pools, which is very exciting. We then have the 3 executive suites which have plunge pools, and then the Savanna suite, which is 2 individual suites, which make up a 2-bedroom suite. We can sell that Savanna suite as 2 separate executives. We just shut off the door in the middle for the sitting and dining room area. So we can have the option of 5 executive suites or 3 executives and a Savanna suite for exclusive use. All of them look onto these lovely watering holes, and they've got great views out to the Savanna land. So I said each of them have got the watering holes, which are often sort of teeming with wildlife, got lovely views, just a sort of couple of small strands just to keep the electric wire to keep the elephants out. But it is phenomenal viewing from all over the western sector, but particularly from the tent, which is why people love it. So this is a view looking back to the Savanna suite. So we'll start with that. I'm telling you a bit about this area. So as you can see on the right of the picture, that's one of the rooms, and then the central bit is the dining room, sitting room area, and then on the left is the second bedroom of the Savanna suite. So you can see that it does work quite well, that we can cut off that middle section and sell them as 2 executives. This is the only accommodation which is not tented. This is the thatched option. The rest of the Savanna, one of the key things about Savanna is that it is the tented effect in the sleeping accommodation, which a lot of people love. This is the Savanna suite is great. This is the only place in Savanna that we take children under the age of 8. The rest of the lodge, they have to be over the age of 8, but it does mean if you take it exclusively, then they have their own guide and their own vehicle, own dining options as well. So this you'll see had a lovely refurbishment. We've redone the thatch on it and sort of freshened the whole look up. So this is one of the Savanna suites. which is looking wonderful. And then this obviously is the internal interior view. You'll find everything that you need, all the creature comforts in here. Every minibar in all of the rooms at Savanna is amazingly well equipped. I mean, I think you could be shut in there for a week and still have enough food to eat. We have water coolers in every single room to avoid the sort of plastic water bottles. Every person is given their individual named and personalised water bottle when they arrive, which is rather nice, which they can take away with them as well. So they've got fresh water when they throughout their stay. The bathrooms are quite a feature at Savanna, not least because we run a bath every night after the game viewing for all of our guests throughout the suites. So they come back to this lovely fresh bubble bath and more importantly, a glass of sherry on the side of the bath when they come back, which is always well received. And it's rather nice, especially during the winter months when you come back rather cold and it's all there for you. But the bathrooms are lovely. They're beautifully presented throughout Savanna. Again, still in the Savanna suite, you've got a lovely sitting room area. This is the only place where we actually have a television and DVD player, so that if you've got young children, often they like to chill out in front of a DVD, give the parents some off time. And then the private dining option here as well. As I said, it's great for families and children at Savanna in the Savanna suite, and we don't just sort of like include them in the normal game drives. We do much more. We've got a Bush Baby programme with lots of options for parents to choose from. So everything from building dams to doing poo trails to find out what animals they might be following, but they make it really fun, or making cupcakes, or chilling out and watching DVDs, or just everything is focused towards the children. All our guides are parents, so they do understand how and where to pitch it depending on the age and the sort of interests of the children. So moving on to the executive suites, you can see this is the tented, how the tented option works. Very smart. So we've just redone all of the tents. So that's part of the refurbishment, redecorated inside, and I think you'll agree it looks really fresh and clean and new, and which is the look they were going for, and lovely big doors to open. So we're very pleased with the way that it looks. And again, here is the new look inside of the executive suites. So remember, we've got 3 of these. Huge mini bar, and again the sort of bathroom, similar bathroom, double inside shower, and the bath, separate loo, double vanity, and outside shower, all leading to an outside shower as well. So they're beautifully presented, large rooms, air conditioning and cooling and warming systems as well. So you're always the right temperature even though you're in a tent. The luxury suite, so we've had a lot of changes here. So we've redone the tenting as well, so you'll see that's fresh and new, and also included plunge pools in these, so it's looking really smart. The prices haven't increased massively or significantly for this either. So we're still making sure that luxury suite is a good entry level. On rates, we're still holding our the bride goes for 50% for stays of 3 nights or more, which is great for those honeymooners. And I always say about the luxury suites, yes, they're a little bit smaller, but Savanna is all about the guiding. It's all about the atmosphere. It's all about the fun that you have at Savanna. And my personal opinion is it really isn't that much difference having, the slightly smaller suites. These are a great entry level, a really great price, and it works very well, and they're very popular. So we've got 4 of these. And you will see that we've had a lot of refurb inside here as well, fresh new decoration, everything looking absolutely fabulous, and still the signature bathrooms, and you still get your bath run, and the outside shower as well. So the luxury suites are very popular. So we didn't just stop with the rooms, with the refurbishments. The main lodge got a spruce up as well, everywhere from the downstairs area, the bar, and upstairs into the loft area on the right of the picture here. So it looks, again, fresh, new and clean and exciting. And here are some images. So you can get cozy in front of the fire, or relax and read a book. So dining is a very social affair at Savanna, and you'll see here that it is all about eating and socialising, plenty of food and drink, and we do go for the more communal dining options where possible. And so you'll sort of sit with your guide and the people that you share the vehicle with, and you won't wait for everybody, but after a game drive you'll come back and then eat. And if other people come in later, then they'll come with their game driving vehicle. So you kind of stick with your vehicle, but it's also sort of like meeting other people as well. So it's really popular. It's what people really enjoy. But it's hosted, and the rangers do sit with the guests as well. So we've got lots of different dining options. So we've got the Boma dining, a really fun evening where ladies from the village come in and sing and dance, which is really a wonderful experience. We have the Salati carriage. The Salati line ran through the Sabi Sands and was recently, was in 1969 was decommissioned, and we kept up a train carriage. And about 2-3 years ago, we had it refurbished. And once a week, and it totally depends on weather, and we cannot guarantee it, and how many guests we've got in camp and things like that. We pull it out, and they come back after their sundowners, after their game drive. And they come, we've got lots of lanterns lit up, and they might have another drink outside, and then we give them a 3-course dinner in here. It gets very festive. It's great fun. The guests suddenly sort of like have a bit of a change of scene from just talking about what they saw on the game viewing that day to talking maybe about the bigger picture of South Africa and Sabi Sands and Salati, and why the train line was there, and trading and things like that. And they've got old ticket stubs, and it really brings the past to life, and guests love it. It's great fun, really, really good fun, good evening in there. And it just gives it a bit of variety and just shows actually just what fun Savanna is, and where it provides a little bit different to other lodges in the area, and we're always striving to sort of do that USP and find something different, and I think Savanna has it, and the train is one of the examples of that. We also sometimes do dining in the gardens. We do bush dining, some lovely images here. I couldn't decide which to put in, so I put in both. It's very, they like the variety, so the idea that guests dine somewhere completely different every night. But of course, we can always do private dining. Honeymoons couples will always get a night private dining. And if you ask if you would like it and your guests would like it, they could private dine as much as you want. But we do find that people that come to Savanna generally want to join in the party, and that's what it's all about. Game viewing is sensational in Sabi Sands, and in particular in the western sector. The leopards they're famous for their leopards, and we get a great variety. It is not unusual for people to see the big five in a day or two. Certainly every time I've been there, I've seen it. Obviously we can't guarantee it, but it's never been an issue, and it's wonderful game viewing, so much to see. And the rangers obviously are and trackers are the most important part of our team. They are well established. They've been there for many years. We're not the kind of lodge which changes our guides a lot. They've got a good strong team. The difference is that also our rangers live and work at Savanna. It is their home. It's not just somewhere they come and work and then go off for a couple of weeks when it's their time. The whole time they are really sort of like committed to Savanna, and they know it's their vocation, it is their life, and that really comes through in the guiding. You can see from this vehicle as well, we've got a specially customised vehicle of 6 up to a vehicle only. And you've got the individual bucket seats, and then you can see the central console in the middle where you can put sort of camera equipment or binoculars or camera mounts or whatever. So they're very, very comfortable, and it means everyone's got a window seat when they're game viewing. Lots of sundowner options. They always sort of show a great deal of variety about where we stop and beautiful areas. And we can also do bushwalks as well. Walking safaris are, sort of like short hour bushwalks as well. We do have the option of walking between Savanna and Delaney during the winter months, and I can easily send more information about that anyone wants to know. But it's a 13-kilometre walk, and they have to stay 2 nights at Savanna and 2 nights at one of the Delaney lodges in order to do that. But it is great and a good challenge. As I say, 13 kilometres, we take it very easy and very slowly, with a stop for lunch in the middle. And we do actually also do take their bags in a separate vehicle. They don't have to walk. They don't have to carry it while they're walking. So and it's a popular option. And if you've got 4 nights in the Sabi Sands and they don't want to dedicate it for one lodge, it's actually quite a nice way of moving between the lodges. We have a lovely, well-stocked curio shop at Savanna, a gym, which I'm told that at Savanna and Delaney there is always somebody at some point in the gym. So it's obviously a necessary evil. We offer introductory photography courses. Our rangers are all published photographers, so they're brilliant and they give a very good guidance to guests, and people find that very useful. We offer massages and facials and nails and things sort of in the rooms. We don't have a separate spa, but it's lovely to have them in the rooms and they're available. We take our social responsibility very seriously at Savanna. We have the Savanna Trust, which supports a number of projects throughout the local town, but one of them, and the important one, is they feed 250 orphans every single day out of the Savanna Trust, and that's kind of key to highlight how they do support the local community and how important it is to them. And then finally, we subscribe to Safety, which is a paramedic just 15 minutes away from Savanna, and he comes if we've got any problems. So it's peace of mind for you, peace of mind for the guests. They still need their own insurance, but just so you know that we do have a paramedic close by should it be required. So the wildlife is all around Savanna, and largely it doesn't come into camp, but occasionally, obviously, we have the odd visitor that we weren't expecting, but it is a beautiful place. It is all about the game viewing. Really, the focus, I think, of Savanna is more on the game viewing than other lodges in the area. Dinner has to wait for the game viewing, not the other way around. If the souffle has to spoil because they've got an amazing lion or leopard sighting or watching a honey badger, then so be it. It is it is about atmosphere. It is about the amazing rangers. It's about the incredible game viewing, but it is about how it is guided and how the passion of the rangers and the whole Savanna team for why they are there, which is looking after your guests, giving them the very best wildlife experience they can. Thank you so much for listening to my webinar. If you've got any questions, please email me lucinda@farhorizonsmarketing.com. You should have rates and fact sheets. If you go to www.farhorizonsmarketing.com and then go to the client portfolio, you'll click on Savanna and you can download all the rates and all the images and fact sheets and anything you should need. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.